this main event matchup, and of course, last week this matchup was officially made. Lana and Sweet Heat, of course, contending that they should have gotten the title shot first. Well, just 3 weeks ago, they interfered in the tag team championship match between Animal Instinct and Big Rigs and Bourbon. They inserted themselves into that contest, David, and that's what led to this main event matchup.
Oh, I love the sound of that whip, Nigel. Ooh, I love it. The match was made for tonight. The cat caught my tongue, Nigel. I don't mean to say it, but the cat caught.
The cat got your tongue,
the cat caught.
Take a drink of water, and we're waiting for our next opponents.
And their opponents, accompanied by the fabulous Lana Star from the Magic City. It's lovely Lori and luscious Lindsay, Miami Sweet Heat.
The former tag team champions coming in to the WOW Arena. And the fabulous one is right there with them in the middle.
Always by their side, the fabulous Lana Star. For 25 years, David, she's been telling everybody in the back and everybody sitting at home she's the executive producer. She certainly believes it. And now she is leading Miami Sweet Heat to the ring, who David hoped to, after tonight, become 5-time WOW World Tag Team Champions. Luscious Lindsay and lovely Lori, Miami Sweet Heat.
And from Jackson, Tennessee, and Forstown, Kentucky, respectively, the WOW World Tag Team Champions, Big Rig Betty and Jessie Jones.
Big Rigs and Bourbon, longtime friends, and the WOW World Tag Team Champions with quite the challenge ahead. Of course, it was Jessie Jones with the $10,000 reward that bailed out Big Rig and was supposed to bail out Holly Swag. Of course, Holly Swag has decided to stay with Lana Star and the Fab Four, falling in love with that luxurious Hollywood lifestyle, David.
Well, Charlie Woo's going to have his hands full on this one. I can tell you that. The champions are in the ring with the tag team belts around their waist. And the winner of this match may have those championship belts.
All those questions about to be answered here as the bell rings.
Now, hold it. I'm confused. Do they have to all go to the outside, or is the bell just going to ring? I guess it's just going to ring, and it's a Donnybrook.
Well, David, it looks like Charlie Woo was trying to get control of this matchup, but might not have been, clearly not successful now, as all three teams, all six superheroes, battle it out in the middle of the ring now. Samoan drop to Big Rig Betty from the luscious one. Oh my!
Lana Star's on the outside looking on, and she's got a concerned look on her face.
And Animal Instinct, Katarina Jinx in the corner has lovely Lori. It looks like Katarina Jinx has lovely Lori in the cat tree, David. Submission hold, but she's got to break the hold. That's the only negative about that submission, although it could do a lot of damage. That's all the way to Katarina Jinx, just pulling on the arm. Goldie Collins going for the cover.
And Lana Star staying at ringside, attempting to give her team, the Carlson twins, Miami Sweet Heat, an upper hand at any moment, Nigel. At any moment. There's no manager in the corner of the champions, Jessie Jones and Big Rig Betty, or the competitors of Goldie Collins, who's getting it taken to her right now by Lori, and her partner, Katarina Jinx. Here comes Lindsay. The former world champs have the Goldie Collins up, and they drop them across their knee.
My goodness, the ribs of Goldie Collins just busted up on the knees of luscious Lindsay and lovely Lori, who do not mind bending the rules. But they're even twice as dangerous because they're absolutely powerful. And Goldie Collins just having her head rammed into the turnbuckle for the second time. A methodical pace by the former 4-time World Tag Team Champion. Oh my goodness.
Lindsay just taking off Katharina Jinx off the action, and now a clothesline on Goldie Collins. Anything can happen here. If they pin Goldie Collins, they could become the champions of the tag team division.
Well, that's
they
a great
don't
point.
necessarily have to team and tag and beat Jessie Jones or Big Rig Betty. They could keep them out of the action and do what they're doing right now. Pound away on one competitor and get the pin and get the titles for the 5th time.
That's right, David. I'm glad you brought that. My goodness, what a hip check from lovely Lori. I'm glad you brought that up because some of our fans watching at home might have needed to know that. You're absolutely right. The champions do not have to be pinned. Great point now is Katharina Jinx breaking up the pinfall attempt from lovely Lori.
That's why this competition is dangerous. The champs don't even have to have an opportunity to get in the ring. And the Carlsons are doing just that. And Goldie Collins is still focused on Lori as she goes over to her corner and brings in Katharina Jinx. The champions have yet to be in the ring.
Katharina Jinx going for the cover now. Charlie Wu with the 2 count, and Luscious Lindsay in to break up the count. I think lovely Lori was able to kick out, but did you notice Jessie getting in the ring there at that time? You're absolutely right too, David. The tag team champions have not even been in this contest.
No, you're watching a main event tonight, fans, and I just want to remind you, as the claws going back across the back of Lori, it'll be next week. We crown a new champion in WOW. Next week, in our next episode of WOW. The next episode of WOW will be the crowning of a new WOW champion as the 12-person over-the-top rope battle royal happens. Now, did you see that? Did you see that? Jessie Jones grabbed Katharina Jinx, held up her wrist, and did a tag. And that's fair game also. Getting herself into the ring action with Jessie Jones on her own accord.
That's right, and now Jessie Jones has the Dragon Sleeper locked in. A very lethal move from Jessie Jones. The WOW World Tag Team Champion, at least one half of it, with Big Rig Betty.
Nice kick by Jones in the midsection of lovely Lori. Lovely Lori tossed into the corner, and Jones jamming away, jamming away.
Lock and reload is what Jessie Jones calls it, and boy, did she reload that. Lovely Lori looking to try to walk away as a 5-time champion, but right now doesn't look to be in good graces with that luscious Lindsay in at the last possible second to break up the cover, David. And now the lovely one in the corner of Big Rigs and Bourbon. You know, David, something else in this matchup, it's harder to cut the ring off, too. You can't necessarily cut it off in half now with the changing lanes as Big Rig Betty goes for the cover on lovely Lori.
And now Jessie Jones brings in her partner, Big Rig Betty. Now look at Lori. She went over to hit Goldie Collins, but maybe possibly that was a tag. That's what it counted as. It counted as a tag.
David, it might have been strategy.
The referee allows Goldie into the match.
Might have been great strategy, though, David, as right now, Miami Sweet Heat getting a chance to rest on the ring apron, if you will. Now, as Charlie Wu says, 2 count on that. This matchup, this main event still continues.
That's right. Lori was betting on there couldn't be a pinfall without her sister in there. So now the Carlsons are getting a rest. And Lana Starr's watching the action intently.
And Lord knows that Sweet Heat surely doesn't mind breaking up a count. They've done it about 15 times already in this matchup.
Only once tonight has Lana Starr been a factor. Only once. Other than that, she's just been an observer.
Interesting observation, David, as Miami Sweet Heat says,
Hold it.
wait a second.
What was that? Hold it. I've never seen that strategy. Katharina Jinx was telling Goldie Collins to pin her. Now that would be a new one on me. I wouldn't even know what to say, Nigel. I wouldn't know what to say.
I've never seen anything like that, but I always expect the unexpected here at WOW as Big Rig Betty with that short arm clothesline sends lovely Lori down. Luscious Lindsay, German suplex onto the big ring, and boy, you can hear the celebration.
And she Take